In a kingdom of high mountains and deep valleys, there lived a king who believed he was the master of all things. He was jealous of a wise man who lived in the village below, for the people spoke more of the wise man's kindness and wisdom than the king's orders. One morning, the king summoned the wise man to the palace. "You are famous for your mind," the king said coldly, "but I suspect your wisdom is just empty words. I will ask you 3 questions. If you answer them correctly, you shall be rewarded. If you fail, you will be banished from my lands forever." The wise man trembled. "What are the questions, Your Majesty?" The king started to tell the questions. "First, what is the most expensive thing in my kingdom? And do not say gold, or diamonds, or land, for I already own those. Second, how long would it take me to ride around the whole world? Third, what am I thinking at this very moment? And you must prove that what I am thinking is false." The wise man, humble and quiet, knew he was being trapped. He returned to his small cottage in despair. His shepherd saw his master's long face. After asking, the wise man told everything to the shepherd. "Master," the shepherd said, "give me your cloak and your walking stick. I will go in your place. The king has never looked closely at your face. He only sees the robes you wear." The shepherd, disguised as the wise man, stood before the throne. The king leaned forward, his eyes narrowed. "First," the king demanded, "tell me what is the most expensive thing in my kingdom, and do not say gold or diamonds or land, for I already own those." The shepherd said, "Your Majesty, the most expensive thing in your kingdom is the minute that passed just before you finished your question." The king frowned. "Explain yourself." "You are a mighty king," the shepherd said. "You could offer all the gold in your vaults, all the lives of your soldiers, and every inch of your soil to the heavens. Yet you could not buy back that one single minute. It is gone forever. Therefore, time is the only expensive thing in your kingdom that you cannot buy." The king sat in stunned silence, realizing for the first time that he was as much a servant to the clock as the poorest beggar. "A bitter truth," he whispered. "Go on." "The second question is, how long would it take me to ride around the whole world on my swiftest horse?" "Your Majesty," the shepherd replied, "you must rise with the sun and ride with the sun. If you can keep pace with it from the moment it touches the horizon until it touches it again the next morning, it will take you exactly 24 hours. The king nodded slowly. It was a physical certainty he could not deny. He was beginning to respect this wise man. "The third and the final question is, for your final test, tell me what I am thinking at this very moment and prove that my thought is a lie." The shepherd reached up and pulled back his heavy hood, revealing face of a common laborer. "Your Majesty, you are thinking that I am the famous wise man of the village, standing here to save his reputation. But that is a lie, for I am only his humble shepherd." The king felt a deep sense of joy when he saw the shepherd's wisdom. In that moment, he realized how mistaken he had been to let jealousy cloud his heart. The shepherd's wisdom showed him the truth and taught him a lesson, turning his envy into respect and understanding. Jealousy makes people want what others have, and power makes them think they can control the outcome, but neither really works. You can't steal someone's growth, rush their journey, or undo what they've learned. Time keeps moving, and true wisdom is realizing that your time is your only real wealth, and how you spend it defines the life you live.